Hello. Okay, we're back. Let's do some more Phoenix Wright. So I believe this is the last case of the second game. So if we can get this one done, I doubt I'll get it all done, but if we can get the investigation done and maybe the court case done, the first lot in this stream, and then hopefully we'll have finished the second game soon and we can move on to the last one and then move on to something else altogether. So with that being said, let's do a little switcheroony on these. There we go. And let's go. Okay. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Who will be this year's Grand Prix champion? Who will be our hero of heroes? Okay, so we're back at the Grand Prix then, I guess. Okay, who's this guy? Would it be at last year's runner-up Jamming Ninja, maybe Captain Sapien, all the way from Love the Cave? This is going too fast to see the students of Starry School. Hero. We hope Lady Luck is with all our heroes tonight. And now, the winner of the third is me. Who's me? What is happening? Oh. Is it the Steel Samurai? It looks like this year's Grand Prix. Okay, goes to the Nickel Samurai, not the Steel Samurai, the Nickel Samurai. Okay, so that's what's happening, I guess. March 20th. Gatewater Hotel. We're in a hotel. All right, yes. Did you hear that, Nick? Did you? It's the Nickel Samurai. He did it. Yeah, he sure did. I'm getting too old for this. Hello, you again. I'm proud of the guy for doing the series justice. So the person everyone was cheering for, I guess he got the prize? Yep. You know who we're talking about, right, Pearly? The Nickel Samurai? No. Every Sunday, I only watch the educational channel's Kids Masterpiece Theatre. Okay, that's it. From now on, it's the Nickel Samurai. All the kids watch it. Do you like the Nickel Samurai too, Mr. Nick? Nah, Nick's an old fart, so he's not allowed to watch it anymore. Rude. That's right, but I do like Kids Masterpiece Theatre. Hey, I didn't know you were so young at heart, Nick. Mr. Nick, you're a grown-up. You're not allowed to watch it anymore. You're supposed to act your age and have interests that match. Ooh, pigeonholing. It's very important. Give it a rest, Pearly. Looks like I made the right choice in inviting everyone here. I'm glad you're all having a good time. It's like a dream. Too bad for the Jamming Ninja, though. Last year he lost to the Pink Princess, warrior of Little Old Tokyo. I thought this year might be his year. Yeah. Oh, hey. Did anyone else think that the Jamming Ninja looked a bit different today? Different? What do you mean? Well, he wasn't carrying his bright red guitar. Hey, you're right. Strange he'd walk around without his signature guitar. I will never understand these people and their shows. Anyway, Mr. Powers, thank you very much for tonight. It was nothing. I owe you one, so it's just my way of saying thanks. It feels like forever ago since we dealt with his court case. Probably because it was. These games are long. Hey, Nick, come on. It's time to get going to the lobby. There's a post-ceremony stage show that's supposed to start real soon. And then I heard there's going to be a press conference after that. A press conference? Is he going to make a speech about winning this year's prize? Maybe. Well, not exactly. Something about the nickel samurai confessing something. Confessing? Sounds pretty serious. Nick, come on, you don't want us to be the last ones there, do you? Yeah, Mr. Nick, do you? Why me? The show doesn't even start for another 20 minutes. Okay, so should we talk to... Thank you very much for inviting us today. It was nothing really. Guys like us don't get to come to a place like this often, so I thought I'd invite you all. Hey, Mr. Powers, what have you been up to lately? Well, since the Pink Princess successfully wrapped up last month, I've been on a kids' exercise show while wearing a rabbit mask over my face. Oh, I see. I'm still really sorry about all the headache I caused you that time, Mr. Wright. Oh well, what's done is done, so let's forget about it. This is Will Powers. He's an action star. His popularity exploded when he was the Steel Samurai, and he was the first case Maya worked on with me. It's too bad you look scary, or people would know you're the real softie who's good with kids. Thanks. Okay, so let's go back. Nickel Samurai? I can't believe they're going to make a movie based on the Nickel Samurai. I can't believe it either, but for a different reason. Steel Samurai. An epic story of one hero in a desperate fight against his arch nemesis, the evil magistrate, in the city of Neo-Old Tokyo. And last year they started a new series, The Nickel Samurai. The new series seems to be a hit with the kids too. I'm really attached to the Steel Samurai as a show, so I was hoping that maybe I'd get the chance to do something in this new one. Yeah, it's too bad. It'd be awesome to see you with the new actor Matt on guard. He's super popular right now. Mr. Ungard. Looks like Pearls doesn't know who he is. This year it's going to be the Nickel Samurai versus the Jamming Ninja at the box office. Jamming Ninja? Who's that again? Who is the Jamming Ninja? So, who is this Jamming Ninja again? He's a hero, duh. His symbol is the bright red guitar he's always carrying. A ninja who's always carrying around a bright red guitar. How does that even work? With a scarf around his neck and a guitar in his hand, he rises to stardom in an ancient time. Interesting. A ninja who becomes a star. Very interesting. Let me just get myself nice and comfy here. Having to do all of the blankets because it is getting very, very cold here at the moment. So we're just gonna move the dog over a little bit so I can get the... Nope. The dog has completely ruined any option I have of getting the desk any closer. So it is what it is. Okay. So I've got my coffee. Okay, let's go. Yeah, a ninja who becomes a star. There's a strong rivalry between the two of them. Global Studios, Nickel Samurai, and Worldwide Studios, Jamming Ninja. Okay. Interesting. So these two have got beef, by the sounds of it then, as to who's the best. They even air at the same time. Oh, that's bad. Okay. You know what I heard? I heard those two don't get along at all. The Nickel Samurai is on guard, and the guy who plays Jamming Ninja, I mean. The Nickel Samurai speaks French. Oh, you mean Matt on guard, the actor. I guess even the world of heroes isn't a sparkling, happy place. Yeah. Okay, so... do we have to go to... I guess we have to go to... whatever this is? The Gatewater Hotel hallway. Okay. Well, what is it with this place? Looks like I've stumbled into Oz or something. way in the back, there's a sign for the bathroom. Yeah, I see that. Maybe I should visit it while I can, before the show starts. Okay. Okay, it sounds like the post-ceremony show is about to start. Alright, I'm so pumped. I wonder if he's going to show off his special move today. Nickel Samurai Smelting. Actually, what I'm interested in most is the press conference. You mean the big confession the Nickel Samurai is going to make after the show? So, what is it? Don't you know what it is about, Mr. Powers? Well, I'm not the Still Samurai anymore, so I haven't any idea. Sorry. So I guess you're all going to the press conference then? Yeah, of course. If that's the case, then here, take these tickets so you can get in. Tickets? Got it. Thank you very much. Well, let's get going to the lobby. It looks like it's over this way, Mr. Nick. Okay. Okay, for great justice. Okay, so we go to the hotel lobby then. Nice. Very posh. Pretty. Only a really gaudy hotel would have such a large, gaudy lobby to match. I think they're going to have the post-ceremony show over there. They're using a compact stage, I see. Ooh, I'm all ready to use my special samurai power. Well, it looks like she's ready to start a fight. Your attention, please. Your attention, please. The Nickel Samurai's post-ceremony stage show will not be held tonight due to unforeseen circumstances. What? Why? Ow. You didn't have to pinch me. Pinch yourself if you don't believe it. We are asking for everyone's cooperation at this time. So please stay where you are. This is a special request from the police. From the police? Police? Did they just say the police? Do you want me to go and check out what's going on? Wait. I'll come with you. Freeze. You too. Didn't you hear the announcement just now? It just finished telling you not to move. That voice. I've heard that voice somewhere before. Honestly, youth these days can't be bothered to listen to other people when they talk. Just the other day, okay, rambles, all the things. Would you listen? No. Okay, dangerous things are bad. Okay, just this is non-stop chatter. It sure is. It can't be. Miss Oldbag. Is it Wendy Oldbag? What is it, you young whippersnappers? Do I know you? Wait, you. You're Powers, aren't you? Yeah. About what happened back then? You didn't even get nominated this year, did you? Rude. That's me? Oh, that's right. You're doing that children's exercise program trying to play nice. Yeah. That's me. Thankfully, I still have a job. I love that show. And you're a hoot. You're the big brother character. Okay. Oh, she's off again. Okay, I'm just going to have a drink while we watch her ramble away. What are you doing here? Look at my uniform and tell me you can't tell I'm a member of security. But that outfit. Annoying, noisy brats get the plaster. Okay. Oldbag, what are we doing here? Miss Oldbag, what are you doing here? What happened to your position at Global Studios? Oh, that old place. Well, since that incident, they've been letting people go. When I quit the security team, I got the pink slip. What incident? What did you do? I didn't do anything, you young'un. Don't you remember that incident a year ago? when this lady got on the witness stand and testified. Yeah, and you, weren't you the one who was bullying me, this fragile girl at heart? I plead the fifth. But you know, I think maybe I rubbed the upper management the wrong way by testifying. Yes, that has to be it. Everything is all your fault. Me? I thought about being a bodyguard at first, after being handed old Pinky. You? A bodyguard? For your friend, that fiery, good-looking guy with the red jacket and the ruffles. She's on about Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? But that sort of arrangement would be entirely too troublesome for me. That's what he said to me. What did I ever do to deserve that? Okay, what actually happened? So did something happen? I don't have all the details, but it looks like another one of those incidents happened again. An incident? Like a murder kind of incident? Maybe. You see, I'm a bit of a devilish woman. So wherever I go, showers of blood are sure to follow. Bet you didn't know that. Then shouldn't you quit being a security guard? At least for other people's sake. Silence, whippersnapper. Okay. Hey, Nick. What is it? I don't like that devilish smile playing on your lips. Let's make like we're going to the bathroom and check things out. No way. The police told us not to go anywhere, remember? Huh? How boring. Such a boring guy. You've got no motivation, no spirit. Huh? What? What's going on? Are you giving Mystic Maya trouble again, Mr. Nick? Not you too, Pearls. Please don't stick your little nose into this one. So listen to this, Pearlie. This one time at lawyer camp, Nick. Hey, I get it. Let's go take a look. Yay. And you couldn't say no to me, Nick. That's right. You'd walk over miles of potholes for Mystic Maya, wouldn't you, Mr. Nick? That would be every time we work a case together. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go already. You can come along too, Pearlie. Giddy, I get to come. Okay, so I guess we're moving out then. This is the only place we can go, so there's nothing really out of the ordinary here. Are you looking for the incident the old lady was talking about? Doesn't look like it happened here. Well, we better go look somewhere else. Alright, then let's try... Excuse me. Are you by chance Miss Maya Fay? Yeah, that's me. You have a phone call waiting for you at the front desk. A call? I wonder if it's someone from Kirain Village. What's wrong, Mystic Maya? Oh, nothing. You guys go on ahead and I'll be right there, okay? Okay. Right this way, Miss Fay. Okay. Let's go look somewhere else now, Mr. Nick. Yeah, okay. This is a little exciting and a little scary. Okay, so I guess we're going hallway? Maybe? Okay. I told you. I get people the info they want, which means I've got a right to know. Nope, don't care who you are, pal. Ooh, is this gumshoe? We're still investigating, so you can't go in. What's your problem? Is that Lotta? Just you wait. It'll be all over the morning paper. Scruffy detective, secret scandal revealed. You'll see. I'll get you back. Those two sound pretty serious. That southern accent can only mean... Hey, right. Hey, Lotta. Come on, do a gal a favour and tell this cop I'm just doing my job and I've got rights. You. Detective Gumshoe. Hey, pal, help a guy out. Tell her that only the police are allowed here. This is the scene of a murder, so she should leave this to the pros. A murder? Oh, shoot. Me and my big mouth. See, I knew it. My gut instinct told me so. I always trust my gut. A murder, it said. And that's what it is. A genuine murder. Hey, wait. Yeah, a murder of a big star, no less. Oh man, I'm in trouble now. Okay, so we're going to talk to Gumshoe then. What happened, Gumshoe? So, Detective Gumshoe. A murder? Ah, no, that's not it. I got my facts mixed up for a second there, pal. Mr. Nick? Is the dead person the Nickel Samurai? Huh? Why do you ask? Well, Mr. Meyer was rooting for him, so... It wasn't the Nickel Samurai that got bumped. Actually, the Nickel Samurai is the one under suspicion of doing the bumping off. What? Oh, we've done this before. The guy that died was this hero named the Jamming Ninja, pal. Oh, no. The Jamming Ninja. The Jamming Ninja. Okay. That woman with the big puffy hair that looks like cotton candy. You mean Lotta? That woman. She was there that time too, right? That time? When Mystic Maya did that channeling? Oh, that time. Well, Lotta's a journalist, so that's why she was there. Journalist. It looks like she was hanging around here before the murder happened. Okay. Hanging around? Yeah, hiding and waiting in front of the Jamming Ninja's door, pal. But why would she? She wouldn't tell me, pal. Just said something about getting my big scoop. Scoop? What sort of news could she be after? So the victim was the Jamming Ninja. It's the Jamming Ninja. He was on a really popular rival TV show to the Nickel Samurai. Oh. The victim was the action star, Juan Corrida. He got a huge push and rode the express train to stardom. I mean, even I know who he is. Yeah, even I recognise his face. But I heard lately that Matt on guard's been taking the wind out of his sail. I'm telling you, pal, as far as who's popular, those two are hogging all the limelight. I guess there's no space for Mr. Powers at all, huh? Poor guy. Mr. On guard. That's the Nickel Samurai, right? Yep. I mean, no, you've got to say it with more oomph. The Nickel Samurai. Anyway, now that Juan Corrida is gone, that means Mr. On guard has the whole stage to himself, wouldn't you say? I wouldn't bet on it, pal. You can't have that happen, you know? Can't have that happen. What's that supposed to mean, I wonder? Interesting, interesting. So what does that mean? Can't have the stage to himself? Who've we got? Why can't he have the stage to himself? The Nickel Samurai. He really took the Grand Prix tonight. Maya's a big fan of his. Really? Oh, I'm sorry then. Why are you sorry? Matt on guard was just arrested, pal. On suspicion of murdering Juan Corrida. What? Okay. Why was Mr. On guard arrested? Sorry, pal, but that's not something I can tell you. We just started the investigation, so we don't want any leaks. Looks like yet another Steel Samurai hero is in hot water. Mr. Nick, if Mystic Maya knew about this... Yeah, I know. She'd make me take this case, I know. Okay, so... I suppose we go back to the hall. Nothing in here. Back to the lobby. Okay. Hey, so what's going on, Mr. Wright? Looks like Juan Corrida has been killed. What? Looks like he was murdered, and a suspect was arrested. That suspect is Mr. Matt on guard. You're joking, right? Nope. They arrested the Nickel Samurai on suspicion of murdering the Jamming Ninja. Ugh, not again. I feel sick. Again. About a year ago, something just like this happened, Pearls. Still can't believe. No way. No way, Matt would. What's Mr. Powers got in his hand? Oh, before I forget, this is for you, Mr. Wright. I got this from the bellboy that came by earlier. A radio transmitter? Okay. For me? But why? I don't know. All he said was it was for Mr. Phoenix Wright, the attorney. Okay. Okay, so we've got more to ask him. Matt is the most energetic and active actor out there right now. The Nickel Samurai really sealed his place as a pop idol, but he kept adding fuel to the fire of his rivalry with Juan anyway. Mr. Juan, he's the Jamming Ninja, right? Those two would butt heads over everything they could think of. But I'd say that Matt was the one who almost always came out on top. I guess some people only know how to relate to others by butting heads like a ram. Juan said that he'd take Matt on this time too, so he joined a rival TV show. And that was the Jamming Ninja. Oops! I skipped a ski. I didn't mean to do that. The stylish Nickel Samurai and the burning Jamming Ninja. Well, things turned messy real fast for those two using their shows for their war. And the final tally, look around. It's pretty obvious how things ended up. Matt even won the Grand Prix this year, the final win over his rival, I guess. So why would he need to murder you? He was already doing better. Mr. On Guard was going to hold a press conference, wasn't he? That's what I heard. So if you wanted to get technical about it, it was the Nickel Samurai's conference. The Nickel Samurais? Yeah. He was supposed to wear his costume and give the press conference that way. He was going to be in costume. But why? I'm not sure. They don't keep me in the loop anymore. I was just wondering, where's Mystic Maya? She's been gone a long time. Now that she mentions it, Maya was only going to answer a phone call. Maybe she got lost. I'll take a quick look around for her. Don't get lost too, Pearly. Okay, beep, 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 beep. What is it, Mr. Nick? I'm not sure. It's coming from this transceiver. Yes, hello, Wright here. Is this Mr. Phoenix Wright, the attorney? And you are... You don't need to know who I am. I think you have other things to be concerning yourself with, such as... Help, Nick. Mystic Maya. Maya? So, Mr. Wright, wouldn't you agree that the more important issue is the fate of the girl? Her fate? Does he mean what I think he means? Maya, where are you? Are you hurt? Come now, don't fall apart on me yet. This can't be. Now that I have your attention, Mr. Attorney, I have a modest proposal for you. If you do what I require, then I will return to you your valuable item unharmed. What is this called again in your fancy lawyer terms? Kidnapping for ransom? Yes, that's it. This is a kidnapping. Mystic Maya, no. My sight, everything's fading away. Maya's been kidnapped. Are you there, Mr. Attorney? Are you there? How much? How much do you want? Very good, Mr. Attorney. I'm glad you have such a grasp of the situation. Hurry up and state your condition, and then return Maya. Money is not what I seek. What? What I want is a certain verdict. I would like a complete acquittal. Complete acquittal? What in the world have you done to need? I am not the person you will be representing. What? You are currently at the Gatewater Hotel, are you not? And I know that a murder has just taken place there. Juan Corrida was killed, and the suspect is Matt on guard. You are, as expected, quite on top of things, Mr. Attorney. Now then, what I want is very simple. I want you to obtain a complete acquittal for Matt on guard. Matt on guard? But why? He did not kill anyone, I can attest to that. However what? However, someone is framing him for the murder. A very smart someone who is setting him up to take the fall. Okay. If I agree and do what he wants, can I believe he'll keep his end of the bargain? You are, of course, at liberty to take me at my word or not. However, there is one thing you can take as fact. Right now, your very precious item is with me, in my possession. Help! Nick! Maya! You have 2 days. Of course, tonight he will be in questioning with the police, but the trial is in 2 days. At that trial, you will win a not guilty verdict. Remember, you only have one chance. One chance, Mr. Attorney. One. You expect me to get a not guilty in one trial day? Yes, exactly. I don't believe I was wrong in choosing you, so don't let me down. Ugh. Oh yes, that's right. Now that I'm playing the role of the kidnapper, I can't pass up this chance to say. And don't even think about calling the cops. Not great, but you get the idea. Damn it. Who the hell are you? Very well, I'll tell you that much. My name is Dickilla. What is happening? Mr. Nick, where is Mystic Maya? She's been kidnapped. No, it's all my fault. If only I had gone with Mystic Maya. It's not your fault, Pearls. But it is Mystic Maya. Mr. Wright, I think we should tell the police what's going on. No, we can't do that. If we do, who knows what'll happen to Maya. Mr. Nick, what about the detective we saw earlier? Oh, good old Gummy Shoe. Yes, that's it. Wait here. I'll be right back. All right, I'll take care of Pearl while you're away. What? Ransom? Shh, not so loud. The ransom is complete acquittal for Matt on guard. Wait, the deal is complete acquittal in exchange for Maya? You mean... Then this means Matt on guard is obviously the killer, pal. No doubt about it. But the guy said that Mr. On guard is innocent. You really believe what a kidnapper tells you, pal? I guess he has a point. If On guard really is innocent, then why the kidnapping? And on top of everything else, there's all this evidence we keep finding. Huh? The forensics team's been having a field day back there. But it's strange. There's so much evidence, it feels like something's wrong. There's too much evidence. Is that even possible? Actually, didn't the kidnapper say something about On guard being set up? Anyway, looks like you won't be leaving here tonight, pal. Just sit tight and cooperate with the investigation. Tomorrow you can start yours. Alright, isn't there another way? We've also got to be careful about pushing the kidnapper the wrong way. You're right. Okay. Oh. Are we Maya now? In my head. Oh, where are we? I wonder if I'm still in that hotel. I mean, there's a lot of wine there, Maya, so, you know, it's not all bad. What happened to me? Nick? Pearlie? Come on, you guys. This isn't funny anymore. I see you have awoken. Oh, he was the bellboy? Who are you? Me. I am known as Dickula. Dickula? You mean like an assassin? I'm too young to die. Don't worry. You are not my target. For now, anyway. Nick, where are you? Help me. Yes, that's right. Only one person can save you now. And that is Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? Nick's going to save me. Calm down and be a good girl. Think of this as a business transaction. A business transaction? I am going to contact him now. I hope you'll cooperate and play your assigned role well. Nick, what's going to happen to me? Nick, Pearly, Sis. Okay. Is this Mr. Phoenix Wright, the attorney? You don't need to know who I am. I think you have other things to be concerning yourself with, such as... Well, okay. Okay, we're back at the office. Good morning. Morning, Pearls. Mr. Nick, come on, let's hurry up and go and see Mr. On Guard. We have to wait a bit, Pearls. Visiting hours don't start until 9 a.m, so... Oh, I see. Mystic Maya, if only I had gone with you. Poor Pearls. She's been like this since last night. We managed to get home somehow yesterday evening. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe gently holding her by the hand and leading her here. And by the looks of it, I don't think Pearls got any sleep at all last night. Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya, she's all right, right? Yeah, she's all right. Either way, I'm going to save her. You can trust me on that. Please help her. I'm only able to stay this calm and collected because Pearls is doing the crying for both of us. Okay, so can we go to the detention centre? Okay, we couldn't wait for visiting hours to start, so Pearls and I came down here early to visit one Nickel Samurai, charged with the murder of the jamming ninja. Good morning. How are you today? I know this situation might be a little tough for you. Oh, sorry, dude. I already signed up. Excuse me? I already have a life insurance. Signed up a long time ago because my job is, you know. Oh, no. We're not insurance salespeople. Really? Dude. I really don't need that right now either. Fire extinguishers. I mean, this building isn't my house, so... No. We're not here to sell you fire extinguishers either. I'm a lawyer. My name is Phoenix Wright. A lawyer? Hold on a sec. I'm gonna ask my manager, okay? The Nickel Samurai sure is a strange person, isn't he? I think strange is an understatement. Sorry about that. You're just in time. Huh? You're a lawyer, dude, right? Our manager's looking for a good one right now. So how about it? Mr. Nick, this is our chance. I have to make him let me take his case. I have to. Okay, so let's talk to Miss... Sorry to intrude, but I would like to ask you a few personal questions. That's okay, but dude, my autobiography's coming out soon, so if I say stuff without the publisher's approval, then I'm going to be in real hot water. Hold on a sec. I'm going to ask my publisher, okay? Mr. On Guard is so lucky. He has so many people he can talk to. I don't know if he actually has anyone he can really talk to. Sorry about that. Like I thought, the publisher said it'd be real bad if I said anything, dude. Does he have a mind of his own? Okay. Mr. Engard, I would like to ask you about the murder. Oh, are you covering this for a tabloid as a side job, dude? Well, if you want my statement on this, you should ask through my staff. No, I'm not asking on behalf of a tabloid. Hold on a sec. I'm gonna ask the president of the studio, okay? Is he alright, Mr. Nick? If we're talking about Mr. Engard's brain here, I wouldn't put my money on it. Sorry about that. The studio president said, even Neo Fuji itself knows that I'm not the murderer. Mr. Nick, what's Neo Fuji? It's a mountain in the city of Neo Tokyo, the city the Nickel Samurai protects. Okay, so can we present him something? Mr. Nick, what are you going to do with that? I don't know yet, but I figured I could at least show it to him. Is that a transceiver? Hey, it looks like a real nice one too. I got it as a present from someone. Interesting. I've also been instructed to take your case. Is that what you heard from the transceiver? Yes. Dude, that's terrible. Don't let some disembodied voice boss you around. This coming from a man with a cell phone on his wrist. Okay. What's that? It's a ticket for the press conference. You were going to give one after winning the Grand Prix, right? Me? Yes, while you were in costume, no less. I never heard anything like that, dude. I only heard about the stage show. I always leave that kind of stuff to my manager. He didn't know. That's odd. Well, dude, I think it's about time for me to get going. Please wait. I really need to take your case. There's always other people in need of a lawyer, right? Want me to introduce you to a few? Please let Mr. Nick represent you. Man, oh man, lawyers these days, now you do use kids to pull in clients too? If you don't take me as your lawyer, then DeKiller is going to... Wait, what did you just say? DeKiller? DeKiller? What's he doing? He looks like he's mulling something over. Alright, dude. I accept your terms. Huh? I'll let you represent me in court. We did it, Mr. Nick. Yeah. I don't feel any better for it, and he doesn't look too happy either. Go ahead, ask me anything. I'll help out as much as I can. Okay, so can we actually talk to you now then? Man, I thank my lucky stars that people know my name. Well, you're quite the hero, and you're in the national spotlight. I didn't know who he is. Does that mean I'm not a good citizen? It's really great to be the Nickel Samurai. Dude, lately, I just keep getting more and more popular. True enough. The Nickel Samurai is very popular among high schoolers and secretaries right now. I guess Mr. Engard is a way of catching the eyes of women. Do you know my motto? Refreshing like a spring breeze. That's what I am. A spring breeze. That's why this kind of scandal is disastrous, dude. I mean, even if I get out of here tomorrow, it's still gonna look bad. But everyone loves a good scandal. Can you tell me about your activities last night? After I got the award, I took a break and went back to my room. I had that post-ceremony stage show to do, so I was in my Nickel Samurai costume. And you were alone the entire time? My manager was running around being busy, so yeah, because of the press conference you were supposed to hold after the show. I told you, dude, I have no idea about any press conference, alright? That's strange. I thought the Nickel Samurai was going to confess something. Anyway, when I was leaving my room, that's when I noticed it was kind of noisy. Mr. Corrida was already dead at that time. Yeah, that's what I gathered anyway from my manager. I'm beginning to gather this guy can't do a thing on his own. And that's when the detective in the green coat showed up. He searched me, and then, out of the blue, the dude arrested me. Okay. About you and the victim, Mr. Juan Corrida. What sort of... That's got nothing to do with anything, dude. Man, with that face of his, you can't even tell he's the same age as me. And he wanted to try and make a jamming ninja movie, even though we'd all know it'd fail. The Nickel Samurai still won in the end, right? Yeah. I took the Grand Prix by storm. So why would I, the winner, have any reason to kill the guy anyway? Dude, you'd think it'd be the other way around, you know? Interesting. Do you know why you were arrested? I guess maybe my full body search went badly? Did they find something on you? They found a button from the Jamming Ninja's costume. A button? I don't get it either. It was caught in the pleats of my samurai pants or hakama. Dude, I really think someone planted it there though. I'm serious. I wonder if that's what really happened. I guess this is about all I'm going to get out of him. Mr. Nick. Yeah? Let's ask one last thing. Let's test Mr. On Guard to see if he's really innocent or not. We can do that? Yes. If you use this. Where's Magatama? He won't be able to hide any secrets from you, Nick. I'm sure of it. I get it. Okay. Mr. On Guard, I'd like to ask you one more question. Please answer me honestly. What is it, dude? Did you kill Mr. Juan Corrida? Please put the phone away and answer this question yourself. Alright, just so we're clear, dude. I didn't kill anyone, and that includes Juan Corrida, okay? Okay. Well, Mr. Nick? Nothing. Not a chain or lock in sight. Which means it's alright to trust him. Yeah, it does appear that way. Well, at least I can breathe a sigh of relief knowing my client is innocent. The trial's tomorrow, right? I'm counting on you, dude. Okay. Let's save. And then we'll do the investigation, I guess. I don't need to save it again. Okay. Let's see. What have we got? Okay. The office. Well, at least we were able to get Mr. Matt on guard as our client. And we know that he didn't do it, which is very important. So now what should we do? Well, the trial is tomorrow, and we only get this one chance. There's only one way to prove Mr. On Guard's innocence. We have to find the real killer. Okay, then let's start looking. Okay, so let's go looking then. I suppose we go to the hotel first. Hey, what do you think you're doing? You can't come in without... Good morning. Hold on, it's you. What is going on around here? I heard poor Juan was killed. Is that true? It's a bad rerun is what this is. Another steel samurai doing the most evil of deeds. You know, that's not entirely... I'll have you know that I was a huge fan of Juan's. Why, oh why, do all the stars I'm interested in drop one by one like flies? It's always been that way, ever since I was a little girl. Hamsters, other kids, Queen Reaper, whatever your name, okay? Actually, I wanted to ask you about the murder and what happened. Ugh, don't push me, boy. Mr. Nick? I couldn't hear everything she said because she was talking too fast. Same, Pearls, same. Ms. Oldback, could you please speak a little slower? Don't boss me around, you spiky head, smarty pants. Okay, let's see if we've got something we can talk to her about. My dear Hammer died a year ago in that dreadful murder, and only recently did I find a star that makes my heart go ba-dump again. I don't know what to say. I ask you, why does every star I cheer for always end up kicking the bucket? I'd watch your words. No one's going to get away with saying anything bad about my Juan. But I haven't said anything. Well, don't believe a word that woman says anyway. Huh? What woman? That irritating backwater girl with the afro and the horrible country accent. I mean, what is that manner of speaking supposed to be? And why does she never stop? Honestly, women these days, they don't know the meaning of the word modesty. Okay, she was a maiden. Something about pressed flowers. Pearls, are you thirsty? A little. Okay, I'll go get you some juice or something. Thank you very much. Hey, are you paying attention? Young'uns today. So I'm guessing Miss Oldbag heard everything from Lotta. Okay, let's see what happened. I want to ask you about what happened around the time of the murder. I don't know anything about that. I was here, getting ready. Getting ready? For what? The show, of course. Well, and the press conference afterwards. Cue mysterious music from a magical press conference. Anyway, I don't know anything about the murder. I see. But... Question? But if you're talking about what I saw, that's different. I saw it very clearly. What? I saw the most important moment of that night. Okay, what did you see? The most important moment. You don't mean... Oh, so now you treat me with respect, you disrespectful child. When you speak to your elders, you should always be polite. Really. Kids today. Please tell me, what did you see? Oh, she's hiding something. Holy. The murder last night was gruesome, wasn't it? But then what murder isn't? Please don't stray onto another tangent. Please. If you want to hear more, then show your respect and bring this lady a present. Okay. Okay, so I don't think we've got anything to give her at the moment. None of that's going to be any use. Okay. The hall looks like the investigation is still in full swing. The hotel staff and the police are running around like a bunch of headless chickens. I wonder if we can do any investigating of our own in this kind of atmosphere. Well, gotta roll up the sleeves and try, I guess. Okay, let's move to the hallway then. Okay. Hey, you here? Been waiting for you, Mr. Lawyer. Lotta. Hey, Mr. Cop fella. The thief showed his face. What? Arrest him. Put him on trial. Find him guilty. Give him the death penalty. What's wrong, Lotta? Are you feeling all right? Looked here and there and up and down the mountain, but it ain't here. So why don't you just hurry up and give it me back, you creep? What are you looking for? A camera. Camera. It's my lifeblood. I'm going to die without my $700 camera. Your camera? Look, don't lots of people say the criminal always goes back to the scene of the crime? And looky look, here you are. Yeah, here I am, faced with a lot of trouble. Huh? Okay, Lotta, what's happening? So you lost your camera? It ain't no ordinary camera. You buy it in a store and it's $1,600 brand new. Huh? But didn't you just say you bought it for $700? Had a nice long talk with the guy at the store. About 5 hours, I reckon. I made this itty bitty scratch on it and the manager got all huffed up in the face. He gave me his talking to and he was real mean about it too. He done made me cry after that. When did you lose your camera? Last night, after the murder happened. Must have been when I was busy running around looking into things. That's when I lost sight of my dear, darling, expensive sweetie. Lotta, what did you capture with that expensive camera of yours? I don't rightly know. I snapped a shot of anything that caught my eye. So I don't remember. And besides, couldn't get anything for my big scoop. I wonder if Lotta's missing camera is even connected to the murder. Okay, so stolen camera. Let's ask what happened. Lotta, please tell me what you know about what happened at the time of the murder. Well, from before the ceremony last night, I was hanging around here in this area. Yeah, actually, I was here until around the time Mr. Engard was arrested. Well, what were you doing here? You sure you went to school, city boy? Wherever Lotta Hart goes, there's a story to be found, a big scoop to be had. Big scoop. I told you before, I'm going to be the best tabloid photographer the world's ever seen. I reckon, course, that means I'm always looking for the perfect shot. Wonder what scoop she was after this time. Although, I was also on the lookout for the other stars that were here. So, maybe I wasn't here the entire time. Okay, what's the big scoop, Lotta? Are you sure you weren't here the entire time? So you could take a picture for your big scoop? Well, maybe I was, but that's what real journalists do. I got some juicy inside info, so I thought to myself, why not get a picture for proof? What kind of story was it that you would hang around here? Oh, what are you hiding now? Oops. Sorry, Mr. Lawyer. Can't be telling you that. Trade secret, you know? Not again. Why does everyone have something to hide? Except for the person we're defending. We've been stopped, haven't we? Yeah. Take that, Mr. Lawyer. I'm glad someone around here is happy. Miss Lotta and your eye rule smile. Okay. So... Ooh, okay. So we've got some more spaces to move to. So let's go there. Where are we? We're in Mr. Matt Engard's dressing room. This is our client's room. May I help you with something? Okay, hello. You're Mr. Engard's lawyer, correct? I gathered as much. I also looked for lawyers on my end, but to no avail. How did you know I'm his lawyer? You were just saying that he's your client. In a situation like this, the only person who would use such a word would be his lawyer. Wow. It's simple deduction, really. The trial is tomorrow, and Mr. Engard's situation is looking rather grim. So you came here, one stop in your mad dash to find clues to build his case, correct? Well, you're not totally right, but you're not totally off either. It's really not the time to be showing off, Mr. Nick. I am Adrian Andrews. Hate to waste time, so let's get down to business. All right. She may be of small stature, but appearances can be deceiving. Okay, so what can we ask this one? I assume the first thing you need to know is what everyone was doing that night, correct? Yes, that is correct. Then I will tell you. Before the award ceremony, I had dinner with Mr. Engard. In this very room, I might add. Dinner? What did you eat? I told you, I hate to waste time with trifling details. If you took a look at the table yourself, you wouldn't need to ask me. I bet she's a lot of fun at parties. When the award show was starting, I headed for Viola Hall. And after the show ended, you came back to this room. No, I had some small errands to run. I helped with the preparations in the lobby. Oh, preparations for the post-ceremony show, I guess. When it was time for the post-ceremony show, I came back to call for Mr. Ungard. After that, I went to visit Mr. Corrida. And that's when you found his body, isn't it? You really held strong through everything. Yeah, she does seem mentally tough as nails. Okay. So, about you, stop right there. You aren't seriously about to ask how Mr. Ungard and I are related, are you? Sorry. I have no idea how he could choose you as his lawyer. Why did she have to go and say something like that? Mr. Nick, calm down and hang in there. I'll give you a shoulder rub to relieve your stress later, alright? I already gave you my name earlier, but I'll add that I'm Mr. Ungard's manager. His manager? Speaking of managers, did the victim, Mr. Corrida, have one? No, he did not. He didn't. Global Studios has a very different policy from Worldwide Studios, in that Worldwide Studios does not assign individual managers to their stars. I see. This industry is very ruthless and unforgiving. Actually, you look quite ruthless and unforgiving yourself to your poor partner. Dragging a little girl like this to places like this, honestly. You're wrong. I'm doing this to help Mystic Maya. Pearls, calm down and hang in there. I'll buy you a juice later, alright? Okay, so should we ask her about the murder? Maybe? Did you know the victim, Mr. Corrida? Yes, I knew him. The world is such a small place after all. Did you know about his rivalry with the Nickel Samurai? Honestly, they were like children when it came to that. Time and time again, those two competed with each other over the most trivial things. If either one of them wasn't so stubborn, then maybe no one would have needed to die. I've got a hunch that this woman knows more than she's letting on. She must know why Juan Corrida was killed. Okay, is that giving me any more talking points? Ooh, motives. Do you have any ideas as to why Mr. Corrida was murdered? Why would you ask me about such a thing? I'm just doing my job. So do you have any ideas? Oh, well, she's got lots of secrets as well. Miss Andrews. Sorry, but there's nothing more I have to add to this conversation. It's a cyclock, isn't it, Mr. Nick? Yep, there's getting to be more and more of these lately. Okay, so let's check out the other one before we start messing. Oh, look at all these bears. Okay. Mr. Nick, where are we? We're in Mr. Juan Corrida's room, Pearls. Mr. Corrida, the victim, which makes this the crime scene too. Oh, it's you. So, what happened? The kidnapper, has he contacted you again? Not yet. He probably won't until we win Mr. Ungard's acquittal. Are you doing okay, pal? Hanging in there? I just want Maya to be alright. We don't have a lot of time left, but I'm going to help you as much as I can, pal. Can you do that? Even if we want to look around the crime scene? Just this once. Special circumstances, right, pal? I'll even tell you everything I know, but you've got to keep quiet. It's my neck on the line here. Okay, thank you. Oh, that's right. I got you guys a map of the hotel, pal. Here you go. Little Missy. Wow. You're giving it to me? Thank you. Wouldn't want you to get lost in a hotel too big for its own good. Mr. Nick, I got a map. That's great, pals. But Mr. Nick, I can't read what it says. Okay. So what else do you know then, Machine? Do you know what the cause of death was? Well, technically, the final autopsy report isn't out yet, but one look at the victim should tell you, pal. It should. Yeah, here's a picture. Ooh. There's a knife in his chest. That looks like a butter knife, and it doesn't look like it's gone very far in. Yeah, pal, that's the murder weapon. So he was stabbed to death. They're looking at the fingerprints down at the lab right now. Okay. There were fingerprints on the knife. Yep. And it looks like they're pretty sure they're Mr. Engarde's prints, pal. That's bad. Real bad. Okay, so we've got the crime photo. That's good. Why was Mr. Engarde arrested? Because we had evidence on him. Evidence? It looks like the victim, Juan Corrida, really put up a big fight. Oh, things are smashed. Yeah. One look at the crime scene and you can tell. There's signs of a struggle everywhere. Well, yeah. During the fight, his button came off. Mr. Engarde said something about a button. Something like one of the jamming ninja's buttons got caught in his hakama. But that's not all. What? There was a witness, pal. A witness? Who is it? That lady, Ms. Oldbag. Please, anyone but her. The prosecution has plenty of evidence to make a solid case. Not to mention, there's something around here where the Vic was that's a little off. Something that's a little off. As in, that's for you to figure out, pal. Alright, let's try to figure it out, Mr. Nick. Okay. So, we kind of want to look where the struggle was then, I guess. Okay, this guitar case looks sus. This is a guitar case, I guess. A little beat up, but still usable. That's strange. The guitar's not here. Maybe he forgot to bring it to the show. But Mystic Maya, she said the bright red guitar was the Jamming Ninja's signature item. That's true. Huh? This guitar case is wet, but it's only wet on top of the lid. Yeah, there's no water inside the case. This is water, isn't it? Okay. So there's some water on the guitar case. Okay. So what else have we got? Wine. It's a beautiful wine glass, and there's tomato juice in it. Ew, tomato juice. I don't really like it much. There's a bottle of it on the table. That's probably where this came from. But doesn't it seem weird? What seems weird? I mean, everything else is scattered all over the floor. She's right. The flower vase was broken and the makeup is strewn everywhere. Why is this glass the only thing that's still all right? Interesting, interesting. What else do we have? Stuff on the floor. Bottles of cosmetics are scattered all over the floor. This is probably where Mr. Corrida fought his assailant. What are these bits of glass from? A flower vase, maybe? There are flowers on the floor, but I don't know what they are. You don't know much about flowers, do you, Mr. Nick? Not so much. Okay. It looks like Mr. Corrida had dinner last night. This bottle, it's tomato juice. We had a lot of food at the awards show last night, but I wonder if the stars have gone on stage after only eating a meagre meal like this. Potentially. Okay, so let's have a look over here. It's so messy here. Pearls really likes things neat and tidy. I take it. There are a lot of electronic things in here that I've never seen before. Hey, Mr. Nick, tell me what they are, pretty please. Okay, that over there is a watch. You wear it on your wrist. I know what a watch is. Oops. For a second there, I forgot I was talking with Pearls, not Maya. Okay. Teddy bears. Wow, there are a lot of bears. Alarm clock ones, collector's editions, stuffed teddies, plastic models. It's pretty overwhelming. Is there a kind of bear he doesn't have? There's even a few in the trash can. Yeah, I get the feeling maybe the guy didn't really like bears. Poor teddies. It's hard to bear with all these problems. Oh God. Oh dear. Ugh. I don't think I want to bear with the trauma that last case caused me. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? Nothing. Okay, so we've got teddy bears everywhere. Fridge. There are all sorts of things in this refrigerator. The carrot juice bottle and the tomato juice bottle are both empty. Empty? It's too much of a hassle to throw them away, I guess. They're all vegetable juices. Guess he must have been a real health nut. Oh, there's a beet, some ketchup, and a bottle of strawberry jam too. Maybe red was his favourite colour. Okay. Let's have a look at this. It's a suitcase. There are so many things in that I bet it barely closes. There's his clothes, a dryer, an electric shaver, a calculator. Do all stars pack too much stuff like Mr. Corrida? Potentially, Maya. Potentially. Okay. So... okay, let's double check that I didn't miss anything in here. There's a TV, beds. So that's a bed, right? Yep, it's big, but it's a bed. Ah, Mr. Nick. Big beds must be a rarity for her. Okay. So, do we have anything else to look at in this room? Okay, I just want to double check. Okay, doesn't look like anything else looks suspicious. Okay. So, do I present what we found to him, seeing as he said we've got to figure it out? So about this wine glass. Ah, so you noticed it, pal. The whole crime scene was a mess, but this glass was the only thing that was untouched. You noticed that too, Detective Gumshoe? No, actually Ms. Von Karma noticed it first. Yeah, Pearls noticed it before me too. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, so does that mean Miss Von Karma's here at the hotel? Yeah, she's around. Man, you're going to be in so much trouble, pal. Especially if she catches you in here. Well, you can bet the instant I see her, I'll be running the 100-meter dash. Uh-oh. What's that beeping noise, Mr. Nick? I've heard this sound somewhere before. It's Miss Von Karma. Huh? For some reason, whenever I hear that sound, she pops up out of nowhere and whips me. We need to get out of here. Seriously. Come to think of it, that's exactly what happened the last time. Sorry, gotta make myself scarce. Later, pal. Oh no, she's already here. At last, you reveal your true nature, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Would it be too much to ask for you to be nice to me for a change? So you're the type to steal information from pitifully hopeless detectives. That's very dishonourable of you. Hey, don't you dare run away, Scruffy McTrenchcoat. I didn't think the detectives of this country could be this pitiful. Detective, come over here for a second. Oh dear. Oh, I feel better knowing at least you were man enough to for you to face your punishment. He was so scared he just froze upon the spot. Mr. Phoenix Wright, you have soiled my perfect prosecution record. I'll never forget that. This time, victory is mine. Victory is yours. Is that all this means to you? What? Come, Scruffy. The investigation briefing is about to begin. Yes, sir. This isn't over yet. I swear on my family's honour. Okay. Ow. What did she throw at me now? What is this? Well, I guess this means I gotta get back to the precinct now, pal. Okay. He's gotta go back. If you ever need me, come down to the Criminal Affairs Department, alright? And if you can, try not to let Miss Von Karma see you. Okay. Ooh, that's new. What is this? Mr. Nick, what's this piece of paper? It's called an autograph. Autograph. The paper's got Mr. Corrida's name written on it, so it's his autograph. I can't read it. To be honest, I've never seen writing that looks like this. It's a special way of writing called cursive. Okay. Look here. See how it says, "To my dearest Wendy," in more normal letters here? This sloppy, unreadable writing. It's crazy and cruel to give this to someone. Hold on. Wendy. I've heard that name somewhere before. Okay, so that's old bags. Okay, so so I think we're pretty much done in here. So let's move on. Where do we need to go? The hallway. Let's go back to the centre. Oh, Mr. Wright, how are you? Mr. Powers, have you been here the entire time? Yeah. People connected to the murder aren't allowed to go home, let alone leave. Okay. What about if we ask you about okay, let's ask about, can you tell me a little more about the Nickel Samurai TV show? Okay. The Nickel Samurai is an action hero program aimed towards kids. It's the sequel to the Steel Samurai. I see. This time there are 3 samurai brothers: Aluminium Samurai, Tin Samurai, and of course the Nickel Samurai. It's a love why in Neo Tokyo. I see. Wait. A love what? A love why? This girl, Sayo, works at the tea shop and all 3 guys fall for her at the same time. Oh. I guess the Y shape is like the 3 brothers colliding over this one girl. Anyway, Sayo is actually the daughter of the evil Strawberry Clan's leader. Sounds like an unusual situation, like Romeo and Juliet times 3. Yeah. Strange thing is, this sort of forbidden love story is really big with the office ladies. Yes, Pearl? Well, what happens next? I want to know. Miss Sayo, does Miss Sayo fall in love? She does, doesn't she? Every Sunday at 8 a.m. I'm going to stop watching Kids Masterpiece Theatre, starting this week. I can't believe she's really considering it. Okay, so what's the Jamming Ninja TV show like? It started from a remake of an old movie, to tell you the truth. The Jamming Ninja, like the samurai shows, is geared towards kids. It's the story of a ninja who can't scale a wall, but became a big pop star anyway. What? He was a really lousy ninja. Absolutely couldn't do any ninja things right at all. But boy could he sing. With his trusty bright red guitar in his hand, he took the ancient world by storm. A ninja with a bright red guitar. And then, the final fight in front of his beloved Princess Misola. Jamming versus the what? The Muramaki 5? Suddenly, our brave hero catches a not-so-jamming cold the night before Battle 3. That's too bad for him. Yeah, but this kind of pop music-based love story is something high school girls really like. Yes, Pearl? What happens next? I want to know. The Jamming Ninja, will he be able to sing? What about Princess Misola? Every Sunday at 8 a.m. Which show should I watch? Can't believe she's really considering it. Okay. So maybe we should present something to see if we can get any more information out of him. How about her? She's got all the secrets. Hey, that's Miss Andrews. She's Matt's manager. Actually, I was interested in her for a little bit. Just a little. So Mr. Powers likes this type of woman. What do you know about Miss Andrews? Well, see, here's the thing. I don't really know her, you know? There's sort of a small rumour going around about her right now. A rumour? If you're interested, I'll be glad to share what I know. He's so happy. He looks like he's a lion that just found his next meal. Okay, so has that opened up some talky talks? Would you mind telling me about this gossip? So you are interested in it. I figured you would be. Yeah, I have such a weakness for celebrity gossip too. Oh really? You too, huh? Yeah. So take a look at this. Okay, looks like a tabloid Miss Oldbag would read. Alright, let's see here. Jamming Midnight Rendezvous. To the mysterious yet beautiful manager, to the stars, Miss A.A. You see now, don't you? What? You can stop pretending to be in the dark, Mr. Wright. Juan Corrida didn't have a manager of his own. Which means if we're talking about a certain manager with the initials A.A. Adrian Andrews. Yes, exactly. This is big news. It seems kind of odd, that woman, Miss Andrews, together with the biggest rival of her client. It's that wonderful thing that can only happen between two people. Mr. Powers looks so happy. Halsey's just following along, not having any idea as to why he's smiling. Well, like the saying goes, one man's garbage is another man's treasure. Okay, so we've got a clipping. Let's go to... Can we... Should we present the signature? See if that unlocks one. What you witnessed. Alright, I'll be honest with you for now. Then please, tell us what you saw. But, what a waste. And here I have a perfectly good chance to have a little fun at you young'uns' expense. I am a little devil after all. Doesn't that imply you aren't a good person? Alright, I'll give you what you want. You want this, maybe? That's one's autograph. Yes, it is. And it even says to my dearest Wendy on it. That's me, right? Right? My name is Wendy Oldbag, so that Wendy has to be me, right? Well, it may say Wendy. Somehow, I don't think Juan had this Wendy in mind when he signed it. Oh, please, give it to me. Let me have it, please. I can't let you have it just like that. Yes, I know. Then how about an exchange? Oh, she wants it that badly. She must really want this autograph. My offer isn't good enough for you? Fine, Mr. Wright, you win. Wendy Oldbag, ready to open up her heart for my dearest Juan. Okay, so that was fairly easy. I thought that was going to unlock one, but no. Autograph given. Okay. What did you actually see? I feel bad for you now. Huh? I'll tell you, I saw him that night. I saw him coming out of Juan's room. You're kidding. Oh no. It was about 10 minutes before Juan's body was discovered. It was just a coincidence. I was on my way to the toilet, minding my own business. And? Did you tell that to the police? Well, of course. I thought I could get a gift certificate or two out of it. Maybe more. Gift certificate? I've been recruited again for that part of the trial. You know, the trial tomorrow. This time, you're going to get it. I'm going to work hard to get your client pronounced guilty. But Mr. Engard hasn't done anything bad. I don't care about details like that. I know he did my poor one in. I just do. That yellow-bellied chicken. A yellow-bellied chicken? I wonder what that would look like. I trust my senses. I know when someone did something bad, and I say he did it. What did Mr. Engard ever do to her to deserve this? Okay, what did he do to you? What happened? What did Mr. Engard do to you to make you so... You don't know? That guy, he framed my Juan. He created that scandal that plagued poor Juan. Mr. Nick? What is it? What's a scandal? Oh, I'll tell you about it after we get home, okay? Poor Juan, led astray by the wiles of that vile temptress. Mr. Nick, what do viles and vile temptress mean? Ugh. How about we just listen to what Oldbag has to say for now, okay, pals? So, Miss Oldbag, who is this woman you're talking about? Adrian Andrews, of course. Who else? That guy. He shoved the girl onto Juan on purpose. His own manager? But why? thought lawyers were smart. It was to create a scandal to make Juan lose face. That girl drove Juan into a scandal that dragged his reputation through the mud. Sounds like a pretty standard definition of a scandal to me. Why do you know about that anyway, Miss Oldbag? I'm one of Juan's biggest fans. I'm always out there gathering information. There's nothing I don't know. And do you have proof that Mr. Ungard did what you say he did? Next week's issue of a certain magazine says so. Of course, a tabloid. Next week. Doesn't that mean it's something people don't know about yet? Why would Miss Oldbag have information like that? Where did she get it? Okay, so let's keep moving around. We need to get rid of her. Ooh, maybe we present the whole Adrian Andrews thing to her because she was here for a scoop that hasn't been released yet. Okay, let's try the Magatama. Let's see if we can get some information out of her. There's only 2 locks on this, so big scoop. Lotta, will you please answer my questions? On the night of the murder, why were you loitering around the victim's room? I told you, didn't I? For my scoop. What I want to know about are the details of this scoop. That's not something I can tell you. I mean, there's my bread and butter. All right then, an unpleasant tabloid photographer looking for a scoop. I'm going to say that you were looking into a scandal. Grr. Could it be that you, Lotta Hart, were looking for a break with a huge story? Perhaps an unfolding scandal between Juan Corrida and this person? This woman. She's Adrian Andrews, Matt Ungard's manager. The Nickel Samurai's manager caught secretly meeting with his rival, the Jamming Ninja. It would be the hottest story of the season, wouldn't it? Ooh, there's one. You're pretty good at this guessing thing, Mr. Lawyer. But you can't just make up any old thing and think it'll make the papers. You gotta have backup. Backup? Yeah. You gotta have that. That's what news source. You mean news source. That's it. So show me something that shows one guy had something with Miss Andrews. Okay, well, we've got that piece of paper. The article. This is the article from a certain weekly tabloid. Jamming Midnight Rendezvous. To the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss A.A. Ah. Mr. Corrida didn't have a manager of his own. What's more, his rival, Mr. Ungard's manager, Adrian Andrews. She has the initials AA. You saw this article and then thought to take some pictures of them as proof. That's why you were lurking around Mr. Corrida's door last night. Okay, what's the big scoop? You were looking into Mr. Corrida and Miss Andrews' affair, weren't you? You got it. I was going to get myself a scoop by catching him in a secret meeting. But there's already an article about it in one of the weekly tabloid magazines. It's no longer breaking news. What'd you just say? Her initials are AA. What kind of vague thing is that? There ain't no proof or nothing. People are going to want to see real proof. Well, at least I do. So that's what I was doing. Getting photos. Oh. I'm going to whip up the reader's interest with some gossip and a little misleading. Then spice it up with a little and have myself an exclusive story. Wow, Lotta, nice journalistic integrity you got there. I already finished writing up my spicy article, you know? But the paper I wrote it on, my note to myself, it's gone. Your note to yourself? It was inside the case of my $1,600 camera. They'd done a run-off together. Came here for my big story. Didn't come here to have my treasure disappear on me. Yeah, I understand. It's enough to make a gal go bonkers, I tell ya. What's with people now, anyway? I never thought I'd see the day when someone done steal something from me. You really want that note back, huh? I've got no idea why, though. The story on that note is probably a bold-faced lie. Okay. The camera's updated. Okie dokie. So, what else? Let's go, maybe... Okay, let's go here. Detective Gumshoe said they had an investigation briefing. Yeah. Oh, he's back. Hey, so you came, pal. Why the blunt greeting? Because there's nothing to be friendly or happy about. What do you mean by that? Well, things look perfect this time around. The evidence and testimony are airtight. But we can't just roll over and die. We have to stay positive. Okay. So what do you mean the evidence is airtight? I can't give you all the details, pal, but there's 2 big pieces. 2? Both of them are in this photo. The first is a button that's missing from the victim's chest. That's the button you found during your search of Mr. Ungard? Yep. Found it in the folds of the Nickel Samurai's special pants. And the second one is? The knife in his chest, pal. The fingerprints on the knife in his chest, to be exact. Fingerprints? Whose are they? You didn't even have to ask, little missy. It's obvious. They're Matt Ungard's. Tomorrow's trial. Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. Okay, who's the testimony from? So what about this airtight testimony? It's that old security lady, Miss Oldbag. I thought so. What do you mean you thought so? Did she tell you something, pal? Well... And I even told her not to open that mouth of hers and blab to anyone. Her blab knob is stuck on 10 and there's no turning it down. Trust me. Yeah, well, Miss Oldbag saw it all, pal. She saw Mr. Ungard come out of the victim's room around the estimated time of death. No way. Okay. What about if we... What do we know? Present a few things. We're pretty interested in this bit of gossip ourselves. The scandal with Miss Corrida. Why? Mr. Corrida. Well, 2 years ago, a woman committed suicide. Suicide? Her name was Celeste Impax. She was Juan Corrida's manager. The victim's manager? But that's not all, pal. Miss Impax was Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. She taught Miss Andrews everything she knew about the business from square one. Her mentor? A woman who was both Mr. Corrida's manager and Miss Andrews' mentor. Could her suicide have something to do with this case? Do you want to know more about her, pal? Sure, let's talk. She was the victim's manager and was also Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. It's been 2 years since her suicide, and now those two are linked again by another death. Or maybe it's just a coincidence, but oh no. I'm getting sick of dealing with one foolish idiot after another. Ms. Von Karma, you can't seem to stop allying yourself with the enemy, can you? I don't need a traitor in my midst. You don't mean? I do. Scruffy. You have 30 minutes to get out of here. You are no longer needed. Goodbye. That's... Wait. Please wait, sir. If I don't get this month's pay, I'll... Quiet. If it weren't for traitors like you, I would have won. Is that what you want to say? Who? That voice. Edgeworth? Edgy's back. It's been a long time, right? This person? This is Mr. Edgeworth? What am I going to do with you? Still blaming others when things go wrong. You haven't changed a bit, Francisca. You. How dare you show your face to me without a shred of shame upon it? You've soiled the Von Karma name, dragged it through the mud. You even ran away with your tail between your legs like the ill-bred dog you are. Are you talking about the Von Karma family creed? To be perfect in every way? Then let's hear it, Francisca. How are things going? I hear you were having a rough time maintaining perfection in this country. You seem to be getting crushed under the weight of it all. That's why I came back. Keep your assumptions to yourself. I haven't given in yet. I won't lose. This case is mine. I'll never hand it over to you. Never. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I will see you tomorrow in court. It will be a clinical lesson in the meaning of total victory. You've said that a lot before, to be honest. Still the same wild mare she always was. Okay. So, what time are we on? Okay, so we'll talk to him for a bit. Let's see where we get. I thought you, the prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, had gone and died. Mr. Nick. I never wanted to see you again. I think that's enough of a warm welcome for someone you haven't seen in a year. Are you going to run tomorrow's trial? You heard her, right? That wild mare hasn't given in yet, it seems. So no, I don't think I'll be making an appearance. Your hatred for me is quite unhealthy, not to mention one-sided. But I will say one thing. You can't win on your own at the trial tomorrow. What's that supposed to mean? I have something definitive that you lack. And working together is the definition of teamwork. It's the power to find the truth. The truth. In order to understand this case, you have to understand a certain truth. Well, if you ever feel the need for my assistance, it is available to you. I'm not in charge of this case, so I can be a bit more generous with information. Just what is going on inside his head? A lot of things may have happened, however, Manfred von Karma was still my mentor. And a perfect win record is a proof of von Karma. 1 year ago, you could not establish guilt in a few cases. Are those losses the reason you suddenly disappeared from the prosecutor's office? Did you leave because you'd lost your perfect win record? To think your motivation for prosecuting trials was so selfish. It had been better for everyone if you never came back from the dead at Edgeworth. I see. Then let me ask you something. Why did you stand in the courtroom? What is your reason? Well, with Francisca, she almost always says, I will defeat you this time, the instant she sees me. But the person is not the courtroom is not a personal battlefield for prosecutors and lawyers. I stand in the courtroom to defend my client, to save their lives. To save your client, you say? Those who think only of their own ego-driven goals, those kind of prosecutors are reprehensible to me. even if you're a prodigy, or someone like you, Edgeworth. It looks like there is still a lot you have yet to learn. A lot I have yet to learn. Me. Well, that's enough for now. The time when you will see is coming soon enough. Okay. Does he know about the other murder? This woman is another key to solving this case. Do you really think so? She was Adrian Andrews' mentor a long time ago, but she was suddenly called away by a different show and became Juan Corrida's manager. Then, a few months later, Celeste Impacts died. But her death was ruled a suicide, right? Yes. But there is still one riddle we've yet to solve. A riddle? Her suicide note. It went missing. No one could find it. A suicide note that just vanished, huh? Interesting. Do we have... Oh, nope. I've spoken about this. Scroll through. We've already done this bit. Okay, I want the missing suicide note talk, please. Miss Impacts' death was most certainly a suicide. Of that there is no mistake. However, we could not find her suicide note. That's when the police began to suspect that someone had hidden it. The suicide note. But how do you know Miss Impacts had even written such a note? There was no solid evidence. However, we did find traces of ink on her right index finger, which makes the likelihood of a suicide note very high. But who would hide such a thing? The police think it was Mr. Juan Corrida himself, the victim. He was the one who found her body, which makes him the only person who had a chance to hide her suicide note. Mr. Corrida hid his own manager's suicide note. Why? As long as her note is still missing, any speculation beyond this is meaningless. For now, I think you should look this over. This is the suicide report. Part 1, anyway. Part 1? Okay. We have a suicide note. A suicide report. Can we look at it? No? Can we ask any more questions about it? I don't like to look through reports. I like suicide reports even less. Worst of all are the reports that have multiple parts like that one. That has 2. 2 parts. What you just handed me is the first part of the report. Here is the second part. The second part of the report is about an attempted suicide. The attempter's name, it's Adrian Andrews. Ms. Andrews, what did she do? She tried to kill herself. She doesn't seem like the kind of person to try and kill herself, though. You think she's a strong career woman? That's just what she wants you to think. Adrian Andrews, she has a certain secret she's always trying to hide. A secret? Her dependent nature? That's what she's really like on the inside. Miss Andrews, dependent? Talk about the exact opposite of what that woman is. Okay, can we talk about that anymore? Oh, dependent nature, there it is. What's this about Miss Andrews having a dependent nature? Adrian Andrews' attempt at suicide was a few days after the death of Celeste Impacts. And why did Adrian Andrews think about committing suicide? Because she had apparently lost her will to live. Lost her will? But why would she? Her pillar of strength, her mentor Celeste Impacts, was gone forever. That's why. Interesting. Or why would that? Is this what they call following someone to the grave? After her attempted suicide, Adrian Andrews started attending counselling sessions. She's someone who needs a person in whom she can trust absolutely. And once she finds that person, she'll do anything she can to keep them near. Without such an anchor in her life, her crippling anxiety stifles her ability to live. Okay. And that's the nature of her dependency on others. When Celeste Impacts suddenly committed suicide, the world before her turned pitch dark. That's according to Adrienne Andrews herself. Then that means her super confident attitude. It's all a facade. She's only copying her mentor's behaviour to hold herself together. How terrible. We've got the attempted suicide added to the court record. Okay. Let's see. Where are we at? Okay. I'm going to leave it there for tonight. I'm pretty tired. My voice is a little bit strained. So, I'm going to leave it there. I'll be back probably tomorrow afternoonish to finish off this investigation. So let's go see if, oh dear me, I'm so tired. Let's go and see if there's anybody we can read. Oh, okay. I'm starting to get a little bit of a headache as well today. I can hear the dog as well. He's snoring down there in his little bed. Okay. Let's go raid Loy. She's playing Bear and Breakfast. Let's go watch her for a bit. Okay, so thanks for following, thanks for watching, thanks for helping. It's all very much appreciated, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye.